Hi, welcome to Stout Guys. I'm your host Kyle.
And I'm your co-host Eric.
Today is the most expensive episode of Two Stout Guys yet. Hey, and welcome to a new episode and everything. As you can see, we got a new setup, testing out some new mics, new sound system. We got a new mixer, we got a new camera. So we're really rolling in that YouTube bucks.
We're invested.
Yes, we're deep in the red. But with St. Patrick's Day coming up, we thought it would be very, very fitting to do a nice whiskey episode.
Absolutely. I love whiskey. You love whiskey. What's more Irish than whiskey?
Probably actual Irish whiskey.
I'm very, very proud and pleased to present to you Sons of Liberty. This is the battle cry. For those who don't know, we did get a little taste of Sons of Liberty, and by that I mean we saw their logo on a barrel when we interviewed John from Tapped Apple.
Yep. John used the Battle Cry whiskey barrels in his cider Tap 37?
Yes.
Yes, Tap 37 if I remember correctly. So actually that gave it a great flavor, and I can't wait to try this whiskey.
Yeah, so this one's coming right out of South Kingston, Rhode Island. This is actually an American single malt whiskey. I'm sorry, it is not an Irish whiskey by any stretch of the imagination. But it's local, it's small batch. That's what I care about. That's what we care about. That's what you guys hopefully care about. So,
What you probably won't care about is our opinions.
Sure.
As Eric starts to pour, I just want to say that whiskey over in Ireland is called Ishkabaha, and that's the Gaelic for it. It means water of life. It's a great little fact there, because I love it, and I think whiskey has given me... There you go, that's a good pour.
Has it given you life or taken it away?
I think a little bit of both. But it's a nice, good color, nice amber.
It is.
I like it. It's a little amber. You got a little wax in yours.
Oh, okay. Yes. This is something that I need to say right now. Sons of Liberty, what are you doing? So this is a kind of cork, but like, you know, I was assuming that it was going to be sealed with wax, kind of similar to Maker's Mark, and it's not. So it's waxed, but there's like a perforated line around, so you just twist it off. But all of the wax that should have been there to like seal or be pulled off with a pull tab is just going right in my drink.
Oh, all right, nice.
So
maybe you're just horrible at opening bottles and horrible at pouring beers.
It could be both, but I guess I'm paying for it because I'm probably going to end up drinking this wax.
I think it's got a pretty average whiskey smell.
Yeah, to be fair, we talked about this beforehand. We did a tiny sample, and we were looking for something good to say about the smell, and
it's pretty plain.
It is.
So, ooh, that rung, ringing that bell.
You got the wax.
All right, that's good. Yeah, nothing really jumps out at me at first about it. It's good. I like it. I'd sip on it.
So I like it too, and this is absolutely a sipping whiskey. Right off the get-go, I'm going to go ahead and say it's not something to recommend to somebody who isn't a whiskey drinker. Correct.
I would agree. I am also getting, because we talked about it earlier, the hints of sweetness that you're not going to get in a regular, and it almost tastes like it's on the rye side of things.
Yeah, so that's something cool. They do say it's an American single malt whiskey, but right on the back, they say it's a Belgian ale. It's a Belgian ale-inspired mash with rye malt, honey malt, and pale malt.
Okay.
It does taste like a rye whiskey, to me.
A little sweeter than other ones I've had.
Yeah.
But so something else people like doing, and we have found with some whiskeys that adding a little bit of water breaks up that aroma, the flavors, lets it come out and play. So that's how we're going to do it. Instead of doing a second sip, stepping away, we're just going to add a little bit of water.
Just a little bit. We're not getting crazy. We're not doing like 1 part whiskey, 1 part water. We're talking...
No, just a little cut.
Just a little.
Actually, you know, before we even get into that, speaking of water and everything, I think I'd sip this chilled. Like maybe over a spherical ice or the metal ice cubes or stuff like that. If you're not into water. I think chilled this might be actually really good.
Yeah, and we talked about this too. I'm a whiskey stone guy. So he's not. He's a spherical ice.
Spherical ice, and actually I have this spherical metal ball you just leave in the freezer. It sounds like it has liquid in it. I love that thing. I can get through about 2 or 3 glasses of just using it off the same chill. It just sits in the freezer. And when you're ready, you throw it into your glass, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Not sponsored yet, by the way.
All right. Let's get that cut.
Substantially better.
A little bit. Yeah, I get a little
me.
bit more sweetness, less of the whiskey burn, even though there's not much to begin with. But other than that, it just tastes like a watered-down version of that first sip.
Yeah, the one thing that we didn't mention that is definitely prevalent here is an oak finish. It does say that it's finished with oak, and you absolutely do taste it.
Mm-hmm.
So that I like. I mean, it's probably a campfire whiskey.
Oh, going back to the whiskey barrels there, you were saying they're charred oak, of course.
Yep.
And I think they only use them once.
They only use them once, which is why you might if you're from this area, do not be surprised if you're finding some of your favorite breweries, distilleries,
mm-hmm.
placing some of their product in basically recycled Sons of Liberty barrels.
Yep. Just like Tapped Apple does. Or
Yeah.
hopefully he's getting backed out, too. So, other than that.
Yeah, let's do it one more.
I think that goes down pretty smooth.
It does.
It's a nice one.
Yeah. Sons of Liberty, you get a thumbs up for the most part. There's some things that I would obviously change. I don't, mainly the wax. But yeah, no, it's good. It's a fun drink.
So now it's that time of the episode where we would normally do a stout. And we are not here to disappoint you. What we got right here is a stouted whiskey coming out of Rogue Spirits.
It's a good save.
It's a good save?
Yeah.
It's a good save.
It was.
So, Rogue, we've done in the past. We've talked about them. So you go look at those episodes if you want to learn more about them. We've talked about them and stuff. So what this is a stouted whiskey. It's whiskey finished in Rolling Thunder Imperial Stout barrels. So what they've done is they take these brand new oak barrels, char them, throw the whiskey in there. Then they take it out and they store it somewhere else. Where? I don't know. Maybe my garage? I keep checking. It's not there. I mean, it's free storage. Just let me get a little snifter every once in a while.
Right, yeah. Just take a little insurance, a little off the top. And...
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't have a garage, but I'd build one, Rogue, if you want to store whiskey in my garage. All right. So then they take those barrels and they throw their Rolling Thunder smoked Imperial Stout in it.
We should probably try that at some point, too.
We should probably definitely try and find that and get it. So they age it in that for X amount of time. Then they take that out and can it, ship it around. And then you got to buy it. Then you got to drink it. And then Budweiser comes by and gets my piss in the morning and makes beer. Such is the circle of life.
The circle of life.
Then they take those barrels now that had the stout in them, throw the whiskey back in it, and let it age some more. Then it comes out. I get bottle number 114 of 228 from barrel number 1 of 12.
It's numero uno.
Numero uno. So then I drink it, goes through my system. Then some cheap plastic bottle of whiskey comes, collects my piss in the morning, and some homeless guy drinks it. Such is the circle of life.
You had 2 circles of life in one life.
I know. It's the only way. The water of life, the circle of life. It all makes sense. Whiskey is God. God is real.
The water of life.
The water of life. So saith the two Stout Guys. So we're going to pour it out, and it's definitely a little lighter than the last one, which I thought maybe with a stout it would be darker. Actually, maybe it is. I don't know.
I think it is.
I think it might be a little darker than the last one.
It's more brown. It's pretty, though.
Oh, yeah. Very, very pretty. So, we did have to try this before, and we actually got 2 of our buddies who are not whiskey drinkers to like this, so we're really excited to give you our opinion, even though you didn't ask for it.
Oh,
yeah, smell it first. See, it's got a weaker smell than the last one.
But that's not a bad thing.
No, not at all.
At all.
Like, but it's definitely got a different smell. It's got a smokier smell.
It does, which is weird because they're using a stouted Imperial.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this one is... You know what? Let's reserve what we're going to say.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm. That's actually a little bit more pungent than when I remember trying it.
Same. Mule kicked me right in the back of the throat.
Yeah, but in a good way. Like, it didn't
Yeah.
burn going down like you get with a lot of cheaper whiskeys and stuff like that. It was very smooth. It was very, very robust in its flavor. Like, definitely get that stout bitterness in there
Yeah.
with the whiskey.
Before it even starts going down the pipes, you're tasting the stout, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
nice.
And it lingers in the breath. The stout does.
Which my wife will hate.
We also did cut it with water at our friend's request, is why we're doing it here and everything. And actually, this one came out a lot smoother, if I remember correctly. Already get a sweeter scent on the nose.
Yeah. I'm expecting maybe to be more stout prevalent. Maybe get a little of the whiskey bite out.
That really does. It does take out any bite it had. And it definitely brings that stouty flavor right in forefront. A little bit of smoke. I won't even call it a peaty smoke, because that's a little different with your scotches and everything, but it definitely has a smoky, stout flavor to it, and it's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, and you and I enjoy whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I've never had a stouted whiskey. I'm impressed.
We have. The only other one, and I know I've shared it with you, is the Jameson Caskmate Stout Edition.
Yep.
Has nothing on this. Nothing on it. That one is like, oh, all right, it's a Jameson with a little bit of stout. This definitely presents the stout almost in
It's the
front of
star.
the whiskey. It is the star, and you're going to get it, and it's going to be great. But it doesn't say... It still says, I'm a whiskey. It still drinks like a whiskey, still feels like a whiskey going down and everything. It just gives you that little extra. And at $70 a bottle, I am very happy with my purchase. So, something else that we talked about is this would taste great in accompanying a cigar. You have a nice bold cigar, or even a sweeter cigar. You can dip that end in it and smoke it. It's going to complement it. You can just sip and smoke. If you're a cigar and whiskey drinker, this is a good pairing.
Yeah, I would say have them both on deck, because I don't know what people are going to get for the most part. Maybe your taste buds are not ours. So
Of course not.
I don't know. Maybe the bottom line is that you do get stout, you do get a little bit of sweetness, you get some smoke, but how you are able to pull those flavors out is entirely up to you. And based on that, choose your cigar wisely.
It's really good. I don't think I'd chill it. I think I'd just sip it nice and neat.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there, for sure. I like the flavors. I like pulling those flavors out. I like tasting them all individually and together.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no. Neat is good.
All right. So just remember, we're going to beg you, please. We're a fledgling YouTube still. So if you're going to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And it's up to you if you want notifications from us, and whenever we release a video, you hit that bell. Other than that, everything is going to be down in the description. Links to their websites, their Instagrams, Twitters, Facebooks if they have them. Ours, Erin Skilled, who does our music, is all down there too. So go ahead and click on them, show them some love, and all that stuff.
Share them. Do it all.
And remember, have a safe St. Patrick's Day. That's coming up next week. I know we will.
Absolutely. Always do.
Yep. Have fun. Slancha.
Slancha. That was damn good.
Oh, whiskey in a jar, oh, take away my sorrow. I'm done with the rest of today. Oh, whiskey in a jar, oh.